Okay, this is a true story. A little while ago I was made redundant. A little bit sad, but I thought I'd make the most of an opportunity. I had a bit of money saved, so I thought I would hang out for something that I really would like to do. And I'd messed around with the estate agency before, with viewings, answering the phone, stuff like that. But I wasn't actually an estate agent. But I took my CV round to some agencies in Worthing, well, all over the place actually, and one of them happened to be advertising for a negotiator, which I wasn't. But when I went in there, they virtually snapped my hand off because they were desperate for somebody to start straight away, and they thought I would be the right person, and I thought I'd be the right person. I was perfectly up front and straight with them, saying that I'm not a negotiator, but I've done everything else. And they wanted to give me a trial the next day, which I was very excited about. Went to Marks and Spencer's, the most boring shop on the high street, to get some boring estate agency style tops. I spent about £75, which is a lot of money, you know, when you're out of work. Anyway, got in at 8:30 in the morning, straight on the computer. Very impressive. Knew what I was doing up to a point, updated their records, then got on the phone, made appraisals, spoke to customers, made them a cup of tea, and the manager said, "Margaret, you're wonderful. The customers love you. You're so confident on the phone. We're just going to have such fun. I'm not sure what position to put you in yet." And I said, "That's fine. I'd like to do a bit of everything anyway." 6:30 came, and we shook hands. It was all very, very pleasant. He said, "Welcome aboard," and I said good night. And I went home feeling very, very pleased that my sales techniques had worked on them as well as some customers that day as well. Anyway, he said he'd get back to me in a couple of days, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I thought, that's not right, something's not right here, I need to know what it is. So I rang, and I rang, and I rang, and nobody was ever available to talk to me. This was now worrying, so, you know, I kept on, and eventually about 6:30 one evening, about a week later, it was more than a week actually, I got through to the gentleman that told me I had the job, and I said, "It's Margaret here," and he started coughing. "Oh, Margaret," he said, "yes, we've been meaning to get back to you. There's been some changes in the company. We're restructuring and we're not hiring at the moment. We may get back to you in a couple of weeks." Well, with that, I was absolutely livid. And to be fair, he probably made a very good decision when he decided to put the phone down on me. So, with a very heavy heart, I suddenly realised this really all I can do about it, short of putting a brick through the window. But that's not going to increase my chances of getting a job in Worthing, really. Anyway, because I needed to get the money in, I took a takeaway delivery job. It was for an Indian restaurant, and on the second night, they handed me a huge order, £35 worth, and the address was just a scribbled line, and I couldn't understand where it was going to. So I rang the shop. I said, "Look, where's this order going to? I can't understand." And they said, "Oh, yeah, by Funny Roundabout." And I thought, okay, so now I'm looking for a roundabout that's got a sense of humour. And I'd lost my sense of humour because I knew that this huge order was going to be cold very soon. But intelligently, they actually gave my mobile number to the customer. And the customer rang me about 10 minutes later with more directions, which is really good. But he also said the Funny Roundabout. I said, "Which village are you in?" He said he was in Rustington. And I said, "Okay, I'm in East Preston at the moment." So your delivery's going to be a few more moments, sir. I do apologise. Anyway, I found the Funny Roundabout. It's not even a roundabout. It's just the road separated by a huge, great big grass verge with flowers on it, I think. But there was a posh housing estate coming off of that, so I thought this has got to be it. Drove in and true to form, straight up, turned right, and there was the rusty gate that the customer was actually talking about. And it was all locked up, and I thought, he's waiting for his delivery. Don't you think he would have actually walked down the drive and undone the gate? I'm getting angry now. Anyway, it took ages. Yards and yards of rusty chain, and wrapped and everything. Anyway, I did that. Drove. I saw this man, white legs with shorts on and a bright red face, with his hands on his and he said, "What time do you call this?" I said, "Sir, it's not my fault. Look at this docket." And I showed him a piece of paper with scribble on it. He said, "They all know where I live." I said, "Yes, but I don't. I've only started this week." He said, "I'm not paying full price." I said, "Well, in that case, I'm taking the takeaway away." And he said, "You can't do that." And I said, "Well, I am." And I turned around, took the takeaway with me, got in the car, drove off, looked in my rearview mirror, and his jaw dropped, virtually on the drive. Oh, God. And you probably think I'm being so mean now. But I continued driving. I went past the gate, locked up the rusty gate, looked in my rearview mirror, I could still see his jaws on the drive. But you'll never guess who that man was. I'll leave that with you.